What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Trucker Chris Styles, with a video. Just want to catch y'all up a little bit. Man, the last time y'all made a video, I was definitely tripping. I don't want to say tripping. Tripping's not the word. I was frustrated. Frustrated with the way things work. You know what I'm saying? But then I had to be positive about the situation. I realized I'm just out here to learn, man. For the next 6 months to a year, my main focus is to learn, is to figure out how to maneuver this truck into these parking spaces, into these docks, how to drive and not hit a damn thing, how to get from point A to point B safely, how to work my clock and trip plan and figure out the correct ETAs and get to my appointments on time. That should be your main goal and focus when you are a rookie. Yes, the money is important, because we wouldn't be doing this if it ain't about the money. But the money gonna come. Everything will fall into place if you just be consistent, be humble, have faith, and something else, but I forget what it is. But consistency, be humble, faith. Just, that's all you gotta do. Everything gonna fall into place, man. And once I realized that I cannot stress over things that I have no control over, I got my life together. Because I'd be stressing all day. I'd be pissed off every day if I worried about the things that I ain't had no control over. If they make me swap a trailer, so what? Go swap the trailer. They want to give me 200 miles, go do them 200 miles. You'll get another load right after that. You can do 200 miles in a couple hours. You get another load right after that, and maybe the next load will be 800 miles. You know what I'm saying? Just do your job and try to do it to the best of your ability, and you'll be fine out here in these streets. And I promise you, as soon as I let the BS go, as soon as I stop worrying about those things and realize I just need to focus on becoming a better truck driver, everything been Gucci. I just finished my first, not my first, but that's not what I'm trying to say first. I just finished my longest solo run thus far. I had a load going from Jackson, Mississippi, over here to Jersey. And you know what happened? Remember the last time I was tripping, right? I said I was in Louisiana, they made me take the load back, even though I was already in Louisiana. Why I couldn't take the load? The very next day, mind you, I had got over everything, prayed about it. The very next day, they wanted me to do a local run. Guess to where? The same place I was supposed to deliver the other load the day before. And the 115 miles I lost actually gained more going from Jackson to that same spot. So I really didn't lose anything, I actually gained. So you see what I mean? Just have faith. He working it out. The man above know what he doing. He working it out. And I'm very appreciative. And ever since then, everything been smooth, man. I've been so humble out here in these streets. I say thank you to everybody. Anybody who helps me, I say thank you. I shake their hand. It's an experience. It's a humbling experience. You're gonna go through some things out here. You're gonna go through some crazy things out here. But as long as you stay consistent, keep working on your craft, because driving is a craft. Driving these trucks is a craft, man. It takes skill. I'm looking at these drivers with these trucks into some of these places. I'm like, dang, that's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? But I can't rush that. I can't rush to be able to just swerve and boom, get into a parking spot in 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Yeah, it's still taking me 10 plus minutes to get into a space, and that's okay. Because as long as every day I'm progressing, I'm not losing anything. The money is gonna come. Just stay focused. Something else I want to touch on real quick is help is cool, but figuring it out on your own is better. It's more rewarding when you figure out how to do it. When someone helps you, like I've had help today and then I didn't get help today. I was denied help twice, and that was like the first time ever. This whole time I've been out here, Anytime a situation arose and I needed help, I had someone there to help me. But when you don't have that help, that thinking cap go on. And when that thinking cap go on, you figure it out. I found myself in a situation when I was parking at this the truck stop that I'm at. I came around a corner thinking that I can get out on my right side, and I couldn't. So then I see it's like a little circle turnabout. So I thought I could bust a U. It wasn't big enough. So now I'm in this little cock crazy position, trying to maneuver and wiggle my way out of it to just basically reverse out and try again. I couldn't get the trailer straight enough to do that because of how it was. And mind you, there's a bunch of trucks parked on the left side of me, and there's a tight curb on the right side. So I didn't have much room to work with. And after all that wiggling and trying to just reverse, I realized it was easier for me to just try to get into this parking space. And that's exactly what I did. I got into the parking space. It took me a little bit, of course, but I did it, and I actually got it in here perfectly. No one helped me. Ain't nobody come to my rescue like they usually do. As a matter of fact, I feel like everybody was looking at me eating popcorn. Speaking of, the guy next to me, he ain't do nothing but get out his sleeper to sit up front to make sure I wasn't finna hit his truck. But he ain't hunk his horn or nothing. He ain't do nothing. He just watched. And when I backed it into the hole and I looked over and I completed my park, he looked at me and gave me the thumbs up. That is the best feeling in the world. He ain't have to help me. He just congratulated me. And I appreciated the congratulations more than I would have the help. It was frustrating, but I need to learn. We have to learn, people. Don't always look for the help, man. Figure it out on your own. Because when you figure it out on your own, you learn how to maneuver these big old trucks, okay? Same thing earlier. I had already told them in the inside, I'm like, I'm not the best at backing. So then he sent somebody over before I started to get ready to try to drop this trailer. He's like, I thought he was coming to save me because he was a yard jockey. I thought he was going to have me drop the trailer and hook up to it and park it for me. Nah. He's like, yeah, they told me you not good at backing. He say, so just go ahead and back next to the trailer you taking out. There's plenty of space over there. You should be able to get it in there. I say, yeah, I was going to attempt to do that. I say, you want coming to save me? He's like, no. He say, you need to learn. He say, you got practice. Basically, figure it out. And I did. Pulled up, made a few pull-ups, figured it out, back next to that trailer perfectly. When you don't have someone helping and aiding you, you really put your thinking cap on. But when someone's helping you, you wait for them to tell you which way to turn. You wait for them to tell you, okay, turn left. You wait for them to tell you, okay, do a hard right. That back up. Oh, nope, now you need to pull up. Those are the things that you have to figure out on your own in order to figure out how to move this truck. Rookies, I'm talking to us. Today was a great mind-blowing experience. I had to move my tandems for weight purposes for the first time. Had a little bit of help with that. I was 35,080 pounds on my trailer, on the trailer axles. And from what I thought I remembered in training, you're supposed to move in the direction of the problem. But I attempted to do that and the trailer didn't move. So I think it was already that far back. So then I asked the gentleman who was out there checking on his truck and for assistance. He said, oh, you need to move forward. I'm like, oh, okay. So I moved up two spaces, reweighed my truck, and I was 33,000. So I did something right. I was really happy about that. I'm like, yes, thank God I'm not overweight. Thank God that the weigh station I had to pass to get to the scale was closed. See, God be working in your favor, man. Just stay humble. Stay humble, be consistent, and have faith, and everything will be all right out here in these streets. The money will come. I'm almost after I get to where I'm going tomorrow, I will be close to 2,000 miles for the week before payroll kick in, because payroll ends tomorrow night. Almost 2,000 from them couple of little runs I did, at the beginning of the week to these 2 long runs I'm doing. Almost 2,000. So I'm happy. I'm in a good space. Hopefully they can stay consistent with these loads, you know. But anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, guys. I didn't really want to make this a long video. But, you know, work through your problems, people. Rookies, work through them. It's the only way we're going to get better and learn. Don't always look for the person, the trucker with the cape to come in and say today. Because they're not going to always try to say today. But if they congratulate you once they see you did a job well done, it's a good feeling. He ain't had to help. He congratulated me, which also means that he was being supportive. So, y'all be easy. I'm finna turn in for the night. Finally, gotta get up early. And I'm out. Y'all keep it trucking.